If you're looking for a healthy keto-friendly snack that's so much better than store-bought, you're going to love this granola. Let me show you how to make it. Start by adding half a cup of pecans, half a cup of almonds, half a cup of walnuts, and half a cup of hazelnuts to your food processor. Pulse a few times to chop it up, but you don't want it finely ground. Add in a quarter cup of sunflower seeds, third of a cup of pumpkin seeds, quarter cup of chia seeds, quarter cup of ground flaxseed, third of a cup of almond flour, and 3/4 a cup of sweetener. Continue mixing till combined, then transfer to a mixing bowl and add in a 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg and 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon and mix to combine. Set that aside, and in your food processor, add in 1 egg white and blend until frothy. Add in a 1/4 cup of coconut oil, 1½ tablespoons of sugar-free maple syrup, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Continue mixing until combined, and then pour it over the ground nuts and mix until well combined. Pour the mixture out onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and spread out in one single layer, and then bake for 10 minutes in a 325-degree oven. Remove it from the oven, give it a good stir, and continue baking for 10 more minutes. Remove it from the oven again, and then stir in 2/3 of a cup of unsweetened flaked coconut. Spread it out again, and bake for another 10 minutes or until the coconut is slightly golden. Let it cool completely at room temperature, and it's ready to serve. Hi guys, I'm Julianne with Keto Cooking Christian, and I wish you could smell my kitchen right now. It smells absolutely incredible. This granola is really one of my favorite snacks to make, and it's actually one of the first recipes I ever did on my blog, but I've recently updated it, and it's so much better, and it has even better flavor. It's nice and crispy, and it stays that way. And there's so many different ways that you can serve this. In addition to eating it as a cereal, you can pour your favorite almond milk or coconut milk in it and maybe sprinkle a few berries on top and enjoy it that way. Or you can use it in parfaits, where you layer it in one of these little jars. You know, I love my little weck jars, and eat it that way. But I'm going to show you my absolute favorite way to make it. And this was actually inspired by, at my church, I belong to a women's Bible study. And we used to have our Bible study in a coffee shop. And they have these yogurt bowls that they serve. And this is a recreation, a keto version of it, that's almost identical to it, that I absolutely fell in love with it. So let me show you how I put it together. This is the granola. Again, nice and crispy and crunchy, and I'll give it a little taste while I'm at it. I absolutely cannot stop eating it. It is so good. You guys make this, I promise you're never going to stop making it. You're going to want to eat it all the time. And it lasts a pretty good long time too. So it starts with, I have a bowl of Greek yogurt. It's the lowest carb Greek yogurt that I can find. And starts with some granola. And just to make it a little more appealing, a little fancier, I like to put granola just on half. Now, of course, the version that I had at the coffee shop was not keto friendly, and I knew when I came home that I absolutely had to recreate it. So put your granola on part of it. Put some fresh berries. At the coffee shop, they used banana and blueberries, but of course, I'm not going to use banana, but I happen to have some really nice fresh raspberries on hand, so that's what I'm going with today. And I love the color. It's really pretty. I don't have any blueberries, but you could also do a little line of blueberries if you wanted to. And some shredded coconut, unsweetened shredded coconut. And just sprinkle a little bit kind of around it. You still want to leave some of the yogurt exposed just so people can see what's in it. And then I like to add a little chia seed. They're healthy, they're so good for you, but also just visually pretty. And I like the little crunch. It's got a very unusual texture to it, but I happen to really like it. And that's also what they used at the coffee shop. Just keep it a little healthy. And then my last ingredient, which is one of my favorite things to use, is this sugar-free keto version of honey. Now, this is made by Wholesome Yum, and this is not sponsored or anything. They're not paying me to say this, but I have been using this since it came out. I'm obsessed with it. If you miss honey, which I used to use honey all the time, I would use it in bowls like this. I would use it a lot in my tea. I would use it to thicken salad dressings, just so many uses for honey. This is such a great substitute, and it's honestly the best one I've ever had. It smells exactly like regular honey. It has that sticky, thick texture as honey, and it tastes just like honey. You really, really, if you haven't ever tried it, I'll link it down below. You should pick up a bottle and give it a try. I promise you'll love it. But I just do a little drizzle over the top, over the whole thing. And it gives it kind of a little shimmer, little glisten, but also a little kiss of sweetness. And that's my little bowl. Now, how pretty is that, right? Who wouldn't want to eat that? So I hope you give this a try. This granola, and I have actually made, I've been eating it here and there. It makes a lot more than what I'm showing you here. I have another big jar. So one sheet pan that you saw me make, it really gives you a good amount, and it lasts a long time. And if you want it to last even longer, you can stick it in the fridge. Just use a jar like this, an airtight jar or like a mason jar, and it'll last really well for you. I hope you give it a try, and if you do, let me know down in the comments, and I will see you next time, and thanks for watching.